Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and I'd like to welcome you to this week's channeling session. Um, we welcome any emails, any comments. If you are interested in joining us, please, we're also interested in hearing from you. Send me an email at glendasmagicalcreations.com or find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, almost everywhere, even on YouTube. So, and we like to thank all of the members that are here today with us, because if there's more energy, there's more people together united, the connection is always stronger and we get more messages that way. Is the theory of the oneness. We realize we're us connecting, we connect to more of the universe. So, with that being said, if everyone can close their eyes and just start taking those nice, slow, deep breaths. And when you take those nice, slow, deep breaths, remember that if you do not know how to go to any coordinates or any place, just set the intention to be there. And somehow the divine and the beings just let you be there. Just allow it to happen. Surrender to the process, and you will see all the wonderful things that we see, all the beauty that is in this vast universe. So, again, take those deep, slow breaths. Sometimes it helps if you take it in through your nose and feel that cool air coming in and out through your mouth and feel the heat of our lungs and our body go out. Now, ladies, all I am giving is 3 numbers, and it's 365, and I am already seeing a beautiful phoenix and a beautiful eagle just gliding around. The phoenix is beautiful, full feathers, full wings, all different beautiful colors.
And it gives me the, what is it? I don't know the word in English, but anyway, before we started, I got this message. It's about birds today.
Okay.
So it gives me the, how you call that?
Confirmation.
No, when it gets all, my skin is getting electric.
Energized.
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, that's the word.
Good. Good.
Yeah. And the more and more birds, I see more birds. Plenty of birds coming from very far.
Mm-hmm.
They want to show, yeah, they want to show us that we should spread our wings.
Yes. Ooh, beautiful.
And there's a raven with just this one big eye, just looking at us.
That's Odin with one eye.
These birds are just so beautiful. And the lesson that I can hear right now is that even though they are different, they're still birds and they're still able to fly together and be together. Even if they're different types, different shapes, different colors, they understand the concept of oneness. There is no separation. And actually, I see one or two helping the smaller ones by allowing the smaller ones to get on their back as they fly around. So it's part of, instead of bringing others down, help them get up and help each other. Be part of the solution, not the problem. And Jazz, I think you got the next part of the.
When you both identified birds and flying, a whale came to me. um, and I think they're flying certainly over water for part of it, but that the whales are moving in the same with the same beat, if you will, and they, in their way, mimic the songs that the birds are singing.
You see that?
They're calling out to other sea beings, and they're starting to form a body similar to birds when they fly in their V shape, or when they go from north to south or south to north.
Yeah.
They're forming that kind of parade, if you will.
Yeah.
Beginning to sound like an orchestra of different sounds, but it's all in harmony. It's harmonious together.
Yeah. It is a beautiful, beautiful song. Again, the lesson being, no matter how different you are, you are part of the oneness. You can work together. And look at this. Birds and sea life getting together to make such a beautiful melody. And it is so powerful that it's giving me chills up and down my spine right now. It's just such an awe moment.
The birds are starting to dance in the air, if you will, flying in circular rotations and upside down, and the sea life is mimicking the same type of playfulness, in rejoicing with the unity, with rejoicing with understanding of each other, and respecting each other. It's interesting, none of them are looking at at the differences and saying, well, you can't be here or whatever, but just how they enjoy and embrace playing off each other's beauty.
And I hear you're getting the next section, Miriam. It is so beautiful, so peaceful. Music, beautiful harmony.
And calling us into a forest. And interesting, or oddly enough, the sea life is following. I'm not quite sure how that happens, but they are into the deep, deep woods where you would think it would be dark, but there's such brightness in the animals and wildlife that's there that the woods just is luminescent.
Mm-hmm.
Quite breathtaking.
Yes.
The sea
Miriam,
life is full of chi,
mm,
the sea of energy.
I see the
Mm.
phoenix kind of rise above all of the beautiful medley of activity and brace it with brilliance that outshines pretty much everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see crystals dropping from the phoenix. Each of
Yeah.
those crystals are writing
Oh,
their own melody on the wind and on the breeze.
what I was going to say, Miriam, you have a bird right near you who has been talking to you.
What I see is that a bird is sitting close by with a green, very bright stone in his beak, and he and the reflection of all this light is in this stone. He has beautiful colored wings and feathers. Yeah, it's this beautiful colored bird. He wants to tell us something with his stone. It's emerald stone, but it's clear, it's bright, it's what is he telling us?
Mm-hmm. Emerald stones, usually the heart chakra, maybe to be very bright.
Yeah.
Let it be very bright and let it flow or overflow. And do things with your heart instead of just your mind or anything else. Leaving love behind, being in love in the present and leading with love for the future. Mm.
He's flying in front of us and asking us to follow.
Right. You lead.
I'm sorry, did you direct that at me?
Anyone who's in the lead. I am trying to stay back a little.
As this bird that Miriam talks about is leading us, the crystals that I said dropped from the phoenix, as I said, they were writing their song on the breeze. I see the strands of that melody following and forming a wave that comes down, comes into a point and resides or is moving into that stone that Miriam described to us so beautifully. I think if you use the symbolism there, each of the crystals is writing, quote unquote, their song, but that's not unsimilar to our personal stories. And we can, like the crystals, weave those stories together and allow them to be a thunder of love in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see the stories of us that are gathered, moving with that same flow into the heartstone that the bird is carrying.
Inside that stone, we will find a council. Council of 9 is waiting for us there. Coordinates to make sure you go inside 78223. Gotta be the most beautiful place, majestic place I have ever seen. And the energy is profound. And I don't know about you ladies, but I see the full council in front of me, each in very formal wear. Very, it it's got the small collar here, very dark grayish type of gown, I guess it would be. And each one of them has a different pendant, although they look almost the same, but there's a little difference in each one of them in their symbol. There's a little section to the right hand side when you look at it that is very different in each and every one of them. And now we're going to be presented with a pendant ourselves. And from what I see is the pendants are very, very bright and shiny, silver chain basically, or some type of material that's silver. Because I don't think this material doesn't feel like an earth silver. This metal feels very different. And the pendant has been energized by their energy. And each one of us has a little bit of a difference also, depending on our own story and what has occurred until this moment in our lives. So we can receive the opportunity to let go of whatever it is we need to let go so we could continue on our path to unite and to show more love. On that pendant, each one of us has a phoenix, a dragon, a crystal, and then that right hand side quarter is different for each and every one of us. It's a sigil depending on what we need. And each person that participates, I've been told, will receive this when they follow in this journey. In that corner, they will receive their own sigil. Now, if you look at your pendants, the sigil is glowing stronger and stronger. And you will start to feel that energy go through your body. Anyone feel that tingling?
Yes.
And now there's even a different harmony being sung, but it's coming from the vibration of the actual pendant. And as each of our own individual sigils gets brighter, they vibrate and give a certain melody. And they are all united to make one beautiful, harmonious song. Almost feels like angels are singing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm stepping back to if anyone has any of their experiences they want to share.
Each one of the pendants is casting a light, bright light upward. And ours are joined with the council's. And each ray of light, our signals are wrapped around that ray in a spiral fashion. And the resulting energy is really astounding.
Yes. Anyone else? Okay.
I express gratitude to the council for the gift.
Now inside where we are, two doves fly in. And they bring with them such beautiful, loving energy. They're just oozing that energy out. And it's in a way approving of what we're doing at this moment. Miriam, one of them gave you something. Can you share? Or?
Well, it's very predictable. It's a leaf. It's a new area that is starting. It's the symbolism of the of the bird, the dove that came to Noah after the flood, as a sign that your new world is born.
Mm-hmm.
We are at the very start of this new earth that's being born. And even when wars are continuing and all kind of dark things are happening, this new world is already born. And this dove comes to tell us that this new earth is born.
Mm-hmm.
And who can raise his frequency can enter into this new world already. But there's no judgment in this world, and there's no competition in this world. There's no ego in this world. But everyone who wants to step in is welcome. Just leave those things behind, and you can go ashore of this new world that is born. It's there. For all of us. It's just a choice.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful. Anyone else? And now the council is basically saying that the reason they brought us here with all the symbolisms is for us to remember that although we are humans, although we have faults, we can reach a level of spirituality that bypasses the ego as it is inflated. We can become closer to the divine beings that are in this world. The light beings that are surrounding us, the light beings that are here for us. And we can go to that universe, that world that is like in the very beginning, almost a Garden of Eden, almost an Atlantis, a place where there's love and there's tranquility and there's peace. This time, instead of going in and allowing the ego to inflate, this time we're needing to leave ego and jealousy and all that negative thoughts and ideas and feelings behind. We are reborn in a sense when we take those steps.
And again, everyone can enter.
Yes. Such a beautiful place. And starts in our heart and spreads out to our body, to our world, to our universe. Okay, now Leaf, you're getting the next coordinate.
Five, 4, 3, 7, 8, 9.
543789.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oof. It's almost like the Garden of Eden.
What I'm being told is that this garden is already within us. But in order to find it, if you will, we need to put aside the competitiveness, the greed, the lust for power, and embrace simplicity, embrace sincerity, embrace truth. Truth can sometimes be challenging to hear, but it will also set us free. Truth can be told without being hurtful. And each truth, as expressed in this Eden, plants new seeds. They develop and grow and form wondrous, wondrous plants and animals and crystals and all kinds of magic.
And lovely people.
Yes.
There are already many people there.
Mm-hmm. Many will find their ancestors there.
Yeah. And the many children.
Mm-hmm.
Now I find myself standing in a full-length mirror, sort of speak. It is a section in a very big tree on the trunk that's just very reflective. And I could see my reflection. And I could see the reflection of my ancestors there. And what it has taken to arrive here. And I believe each one of you will have that same type of reflective or mirror-like place in front of you.
Tree of remembering and pondering.
Mm-hmm.
We ponder future generations.
Mm.
We ponder what our creations will evolve to and become, and how they will integrate with this wonderful paradise.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a frankincense or some kind of incense perfuming around us.
Smell myrrh also.
And it's taking away any residual negativity that we may have unwittingly brought with us. And transforming it.
It's very healing aroma.
Mhm.
There are many light elementals, elves, dancing around between us. We can see them. Everyone can see them now. Are they are one with the air, the elementals that are one with the plants and the trees. They're working all together and working with the children who are there, the ancestors who are there. And they're healing the earth together. There's still a lot to heal.
Feel
There.
piercing rays emanating out to the most troublesome spots on the planet Earth from this wonderful place.
Yeah.
In spite of all the ugliness that is present on the earth,
Mm.
the light that is emanating to that point is strong, and it's growing, and whether the negativity wants it or not, it's surrendering to the positive energy that's being emitted here.
Hmm. Now there's that special sweet aroma that I'm getting. It's almost like the smell of gardenias.
Mm.
And a little bit of honeysuckle with that. Mm. So cleansing and so inviting. Mm. You I don't know about anyone else, but I hear like trumpets, but very distant trumpets. Or some type of horns or something, just very, very far away. But it's like they're announcing something. Mm.
It's announcing that change has come.
Mm.
Light has come.
Mm-hmm.
And now, yeah, I hear the sound.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
It's far over the sea, the sound.
Yeah.
The ship comes from ships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now you can see, or at least I can, very far away, a ship from a long, long time ago, almost like in Viking time.
Yeah. There's a lot of gold and white sails.
Mm-hmm.
Gold, oh, flags in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very
orchestra,
interesting.
yeah, an whole orchestra
Mhm.
playing music instead of armed men. There are now musicians with
Mm-hmm.
instruments,
Mm-hmm.
women and men. Yeah, angels in between. This
Mm-hmm.
vibration of music and joy and
Celebration.
yeah,
And the council states that the reason we're seeing and hearing and smelling all that is because they're celebrating that we are here getting these messages out, getting this experience out. So hopefully it will continue to be shared and many, many more people will be able to ascend and leave the hate and the
leave
negative behind.
leave their prisons.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Hmm.
There's so much wonderful uh, light, joy there. That is
Mhm.
waiting.
And anyone needs to do is just want to go there and surrender. Allow themselves to shed the negative, allow themselves to look at things from a different perspective, allow themselves to grow, uh, let the empathy grow, let their love grow, let their understanding grow. Because we all have it. It's just whether we have allowed it to grow or we have made it smaller and smaller, letting that light shine really bright so any darkness that's around disappears, and allow it to grow, allow it to be shared, allow ourselves to be seen by those that are in need. And as each and every one of us light the torch in our heart and add some fuel to it so it becomes brighter and brighter, we will also find others that are trying to do the same but don't know how. Because now our opportunity to show them by our example, by our moments like this where we share what we see and the messages that they bring. And one by one, as they light up, the darkness will decrease. And hopefully one day we will all find peace.
The light is there to heal the victims. That light will allow forgiveness. That light will allow letting go. So embrace the light.
Yes. Now you can even see your surroundings getting brighter and brighter. Whether it's a cloudy day, whether it's a stormy day, there will be a lot more brightness in your own physical environment. Because now you will be shining, you will be glowing at a whole different level. And those pendants are now being just placed right into your heart to continue fueling that light, to continue fueling that love, that empathy, that peace, that good in you. Now I could see each and one of you, the four of us. I see all of your auras getting brighter and brighter, energized, stronger, People are going to start saying you look different today. Embrace it. Grab it. Allow it. Even if you have to say in your mind, I accept. Many, many times. It's okay. They understand we're human and our human mind sometimes fights with us. Just let that light grow. And be the lighthouse that people need. Be the example to show others, to lead the way, the best that you can. So we could all find our way back home to that beautiful paradise, to that new ascension level, and into the new world with peace and love. And the harmony they're still playing is so beautiful. Just in awe. Now there's a particular dolphin. Miriam, it's right next to you. That is sending vibrations to all of us. The sound that they make that just vibrates through our bodies and clears out anything that we need to clear out. So it's helping us unload was too heavy, was too dense. So we can be crystal clear and brighter. Breathe it now went to you. It's right next to you. Just breathe it in and allow it to happen nice and slow. Because now it's between you and I, in front of both of us.
Mhm.
Just feel that vibrations. And now anyone who's listening to this or watching this can feel it as well. We are just representation of all of you. So if you join everything we have seen, felt, heard, smell, experience, you can too. Okay, Council is now letting us know it is time to go. There's one council member that is taking each and every one of us out, one by one. Being escorted first. And now you're back on that ship. We were on a ship when we were on the water. I just realized that. On that ship, Jazz, it's your turn. Miriam, it's your turn. And now I'm going, I don't know about you ladies, but I feel the arm being held and escorted like if I was being escorted into a dance. Now from this ship, the birds are still there. The sea still full of animals and such. And the melody is still going as strong as ever. It is time that we go back to our zero. Bring it down, nice and slow. One by one. Take a deep breath and exhale. And keep all that beautiful energy and experience with you. Does anyone have anything to say before they completely disconnect with us? Okay. I want to thank everyone who has participated with us. And we hope that you have received healing and peace with this transmission, with this channeling session. I'd like to thank you, ladies, Leaf, Jazz, and Miriam, for being here and sharing what you received with us, with myself, with the world. Thank you to the council and all the birds and animals that were with us. And for now, namaste. Many blessings, and we love you all. Namaste.